Yeah. Testing. Okay, yeah, we good. All right. Since it's Sunday, I want to do a little something different than usual. Well, it's not different. It's different to the people that are new here. I want to dive into spirituality, demons, and the spiritual awakening, and all these things, and kind of talk about it. We gonna watch some videos, and I guess I'll try to explain into depth, what we're seeing. It's wild because once you start understanding that everything is spiritual, you have a different outlook on life and what's actually going on. So, with that being said, I hate to say that. With that being said, why people be saying that? With that being said, we gonna dive in and we gonna see how this go. Because I think I love the funny videos, but on Sundays I think I want to get into the more spiritual aspect and understanding of life. Because when it comes to spirituality, religion, and all these different things, everybody looks at it different, and they always make it seem like one is better than the other. And I want you to understand that when you're looking at it, you start to see that everything is just actually spiritual. That's what it is. That's why you can turn anything into the spirit, or you can make anything spiritual. Like, just think about that. Like, you don't got to say nothing. Just think about that, what I said, as we dive deeper into this. Now, let's go on and just start.
That exist within your reality is one of the most clear wars that exist within your reality is the competition for your attention. Everything in your life is trying to fight for your attention, is trying to grab your attention. Every ad, every news article, every post that you see scrolling, everything is fighting for that. Money is fighting for your attention. Corruption is fighting for your attention. Fear and insecurity is fighting for your attention. What can be observed by that is the most valuable currency that exists right now is the ability to find peace within yourself. Because as long as your internal state is scattered, as long as your attention is chaotic, we are perpetuating cycles that keep us chaotic as a collective. Your attention is so priceless that everything is trying to grab it. If you understood the power of that, you would be a lot more selective about what you pay attention to, because you quickly realize that's the currency of your life. That what you're consuming through your attention is becoming your experience. For example, success in a business doesn't exist before people are actually paying attention to the product. It's easy to feel powerless or like such an insignificant part of the whole. But if even things that happen on a global scale is so that you will pay attention to it and not yourself, then it's impossible that you are not completely powerful. Even things that you think are more powerful than you require you to pay attention to the illusion of its power, because it has no power unless you acknowledge it as such. The world needs you to see it this way. Otherwise, it doesn't exist this way. What's even more crucial than what's being observed is the person observing it. Realizing it doesn't exist without your observation, without your awareness, which is why it needs to influence the way that you see things, because it can only be a collective truth if we accept it as a collective. The world is sick in a lot of ways, but don't forget that it began with a sickness within ourselves. One of the most
Exactly. Like I understand what she's saying when she says everything is trying to grab your attention. Everything already has your attention. You just don't know that everything has your attention. But over time, you built your mind to grab certain things and push others away depending on your belief system. If you really pay attention to it, you were taught to look at life in a certain way. The things that you don't like, you don't want to pay attention to. They still exist, but you try to push them out of your existence, out of your mind of what your thing is going on in here. And it's like, So everything is doesn't really have to grab your attention because everything already has your attention. It's like right now, as I'm sitting outside and I'm looking, I'm seeing all these trees, I'm seeing all these houses, I'm seeing everything, but my mind is only trained to see what I want it to see. And this is the way I trained it, like you train yours over time to see the things that you want to see, not the things that that you don't want to see, like demons and stuff like that. We try to train ourselves to see only the good things, even though everything is going on. It's almost like the universe is like basically experiencing everything in every which way. And we just try to explain, we try to do it in our own way. What's up with it? What's up with it, UL? What's up with it? Dang, who's that? Oh, I Creddy. I'm gonna just say that. Can say yes, can see yes. But yeah, what's up with it? Yeah. But it's weird, bro. And I think the attention is already there, but we only trained ourselves to see what we want to see within reality. And that's just what it is. You can say it's not, but if you pay attention, that's one of the things that you say I don't want to pay attention to. So your brain won't grab it. Your brain will look over it, or your brain will make it evil, or your brain will make it bad, because this is the way you created your reality to be upon whoever trained you from the beginning to think a certain way, whether it was to believe in Christianity, whether it was to be a Catholic, whether it was to be a Muslim. And then it's weird because you start looking at the world in all these different ways, not just from the aspect of being a Christian, but then you start looking at it from the aspect of being a man, or being a black man, or being a short man, or a tall man. It's like weird, bro. But it's like you're playing the game upon yourself without even knowing that's what's actually going on. But let's keep going.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but burning sage and meditating don't make you more spiritual. Going vegan don't make you more spiritual. Listening to Erica Badu, Lauren Hill don't make you more spiritual. Doing tarot readings don't make you more spiritual. Replacing I with I as in EYE don't make you more spiritual. Walking in grass barefoot and hugging trees don't make you more spiritual. Dressing a certain way and wearing all types of crystals, jewelry don't make you more spiritual. The list goes on and on, but I'm gonna stop there. You can do all those things and still be a shitty person. That don't automatically rank you above everyone else. The real question is, are you doing the inner work? Are you healing your trauma? Are you learning who you are? Are you releasing and unlearning toxic patterns and behaviors? Are you loving yourself? Are you letting go of fear? Are you letting go of ego and focusing on being compassionate towards others? That might ruffle a lot of feathers, but somebody has to say it.
Hey, that is so true. This is something that I learned over time. That's why when I was diving in, like I seen my structure start to change to where I'm getting into all these crystals. I'm starting to grab, little ornaments of Buddha and you feel me, of Jesus. These things does not make you spiritual. They're just something that you're using in order to hide yourself from the world, or to hide the true you that is in there. A lot of us do that. We start burning sage and we think it does all these things. The power is within you. Like a lot, like it's weird, bro, because God, the creator, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it already gave you the power, the energy. It was already there. You didn't have to do all these things. You just did that because you used that as a stepping stone in order to better yourself over time. But a lot of people use these things and it don't change them. It don't change them. You see a lot of church people go to church, but it don't change them, because I always thought to myself, I said, wait, you go to church every day and you pray every day, but it ain't changed you, the you. Like you using these things to cover up the you that you think you are, but yet you're still out here being mean and treating people in bad ways and doing things that is detestable to what you would call God. So it's like kind of weird because people think if they dress like this or if they talk like this, that it makes them a good person. No, being a good person is not hard to do. It's not something that you have to practice. It's not. It's already there in you. All you just got to do is just be it. The power was always, it was given to you from the beginning to the end. All you have to do is just be it. You don't have to practice it. It's like, if you genuinely bad, yes, you will have to practice and try to get it up out of you. But most be like me, like I'm just a genuinely good person. I can be bad if I want to, but I just choose to be a good person. I don't have to do all these things to try to make myself look a certain way. I don't have to always throw Jesus in or say throw God in to be genuinely good to people. And this is the thing that people do, and I don't know, they try to use that shit against you, bro. This shit be kind of weird sometimes, the way people are. But let's keep going. We're gonna go to the next one.
It's funny how everybody wants enlightenment, but nobody wants to do the dishes. So let's talk about the uncomfortable truth about modern spirituality. Y'all don't need 20 ayahuasca ceremonies to figure out you came here for the human experience. Half of you all forced open your third eye before you learned how to sit with yourself in silence. You didn't face your own shadows. You didn't do the groundwork. You just kicked open the cosmic door, then panicked when all the information came flooding in. And now, you know you're more than your physical body, and there are higher dimensions with beings that are more advanced than you and whatever else. But guess what? Nobody cares. You're still on this dense little planet because there are lessons you haven't learned yet. The main one, be present, be authentic, live an actual life, not a performative spiritual one, a real one. That's the secret. There, I said it. I just saved you a few $1,000s in courses because honestly, a lot of these gurus trying to sell you enlightenment are knee deep in their own spiritual narcissism, selling you meditation techniques they don't even use while talking about ascension, refusing to wash their own dishes. Half of these life coaches are in their 20s. They haven't even experienced life yet. So how are they going to teach you about life? You don't need more plant medicine. You need integration. So many of you all open your cosmic tabs, you don't know how to close them. You got the answers before you understood the question. That's why life feels glitchy right now. Because real spirituality isn't about seeing angels in your bedroom at 3 a.m. It's about being able to wake up at 7 a.m. and not hating your life. It's about balance, discernment, reality. If your spirituality disconnects you from your humanity, it's not spirituality, it's escapism. So yeah, maybe I do want to calcify my pineal gland for a minute. Maybe I do want to close my third eye, because I've seen enough of this cosmic nonsense for one lifetime. No one cares you're a starseed. The Andromedans, the Pleiadians aren't going to save you. You got bills you got to pay. Save yourself, dog. Come back down to this earth and go take care of those dishes in your sink. And take out the trash while you're at it. Go chop some wood. Enjoy the things that come with the natural human experience, like hiking. It's free, it's refreshing, and it resets your dopamine. This is how I start my day, and you all are welcome to join me.
That is dope. I like the way he said that because, like, I was just saying that people think you have to do all these things to be, and we're humans. We're living the human. We're having this is the human experience of experiencing life being human. A cat is experiencing life being a cat. This is just the same energy being all these different things and experiencing in all these different ways. It's kind of weird though, because when people get their spirituality, they do start to put themselves above other people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody out there is above nobody else. Now, in the reality of what we would call the United States, and you supposed to do this, and yes, in that reality that was created in the United States, you're supposed to be all these things. So when people be those things, they think they're better than somebody else. And it's like, you're not going nowhere different than anybody else. When death comes, it comes to everybody the same way. It don't matter whether you're vegan or whether you eat meat, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, it don't matter. It comes in the same way. But no matter what you're doing, how are you treating people? How are you acting towards people? Why are you running around? Because you begin to start to create evil and good in your own head. And then you go and you spew it out to the universe and give it to everybody else. And like, it's weird, bro, because you got these spiritual teachers and people don't understand the spiritual teacher didn't create itself. You created the spiritual teacher because you went to that person and seen what that person was saying, and you said yourself that was going to be your guide. So it still comes back to you and you creating these things and making this person that thing. How people were following young Pharaoh, and how people follow You know, a lot of these different spiritual teachers, but life is lifing. When life is lifing, bro, it ain't nothing gonna save you from life. Prayer or anything, there's nothing that's gonna save you from life being life. Because despite what you don't want it to be, it's being it. And like I be hating when people say, "Well, this is not supposed to happen. That ain't supposed to happen," but it happened, and it's happening right now. All of it right now. Everything you can think of is happening right now. We can say it's not supposed to happen, but it's happening right now. You know, and it's weird because I said, man, everything is spiritual. So if everything is spiritual, think how easy it is to turn anything into a spiritual exercise. You can turn any belief system, you can turn any understanding, any idea to a spiritual exercise. When you are the spirit itself, you are taking your spirit and you putting it into things. You're putting it into this crystal and you're giving this crystal the power to do certain things. You're taking your spirit and you're putting it into that person and you're giving that person the power to help you feel like you're guiding yourself in the right direction, because everything is spirit. This is just what life is. And it's all that. And it's like the weirdest thing, but it's dope at the same time once you start to understand it.
When you hear about people seeing your aura,
Yeah, yeah.
your energy,
Okay, I understand. Okay.
okay?
That's why there's light bodies. You can get people to work on
You
your
are-
soul, like your body.
Your
light
soul
I'm bad at
is
covering things.
expansive.
I don't want to ruin it.
So think of it this way. So you got, your soul is so expansive that it concentrated energy down into create a physical form that you chose. You chose how you wanted to look, where you wanted to come in. You chose your entry point and your exit point. And then what you did is you gave yourself a framework to work within that gives you the ability of choice that's infinite within that framework. So, for instance, Nessa, you come into this world, you're coming in with Natalie and Kobe and all this, and you're going to be entrenched in this religion. You know your mom's going to be hardcore, go off rails, the whole 9 yards. But every aspect of your life, your existence here, is all built upon your choice, your perception, how you view it, how you perceive it, and how you choose.
Yeah, how you choose. Like Starring just said, nothing but the devil, period. Like, it's crazy because even when people bring up the devil and haven't really did their research on the term devil and how it turned out to be what it is today. Like, we only spooled the belief systems that we were given over time, but we never really actually went and did any research. Like, you have to, like, before you say nothing but the devil, you have to really go and do your research and see how the devil became what the devil is today. Because back then it wasn't the same. It like everything else, how it just evolves, that's what it did. And it evolved into what it is today. It's not what you believe it to be. It's more than that. It evolved over time. It turned into that today. And it's like crazy, right? Because I always say this, like, when you start having these different beliefs, you'll make things evil. This is what we did as people over time. Like when they first came to the Americas or whatever, and they seen the people eating chocolate. Did you know they said chocolate was evil and it was the devil? Like, this is the thing that we did over time. This is how we made things. We made things evil, but now look where chocolate is today. Everybody eating chocolate. But when we first seen it, it was evil. Like, there's a lot of things that we did like that over time. But, I mean, you have to kind of go back and look, bro, to see this stuff. And, like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you having that belief system, because when the universe is being everything at one time, it's looking at it from every different angle. So your angle is meaningful to that thing that is looking at it from all these different ways. Like, what research? Left myself blaming the devil for your own personal failures and sins takes responsibility for your actions. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, I hear you on that. You have to take and bro, you come on now. You know people don't want to take responsibility for their own actions and for their own mistakes. Like, Period. That's just something people don't like to do. That's something people don't like to do. It's easier to blame it on the demon or to blame it on the devil. Like it's easier to blame it on something else instead of taking responsibility. That's real. But I'm saying when I say the research, I'm talking about the research on the devil and how it became, how the name devil and the belief of what it is became what it is today. That's a whole nother understanding within itself. And it's just it's weird. We'll get into that maybe one other day. Oh,
So
dang,
lately-
man. See,
When
I
you
skipped
hear
the
about
video.
people
Hold on, let me
seeing
let him finish.
concentrated energy down into create a physical form that you chose. You chose how you wanted to look, where you wanted to come in. You chose
Well, we was about right here.
Belief and concept as a whole.
Kobe and all this, and you're going to be entrenched in this religion. You're going to be, you know your mom's going to be hardcore, go off the, rails, the whole 9 yards. But every aspect of your life, your existence here, is all built upon your choice, your perception, how you view it, how you perceive it, and how you choose.
But here's the thing that I struggle with that belief and concept as a whole. I think of young children who were sold into sex slavery and things
Exactly.
like that.
This answers all of it.
No, it doesn't. Like, who
100%
the
it
hell would
does.
ever choose that?
A soul chooses that. Okay, so
That doesn't make
if
sense.
you
to me.
are
It doesn't
all
make sense
connected,
to me.
so Nessa, look at it this way: if you all connected back to the same source, and that same source says, "I need to experience everything, everything, every ounce of suffering, every ounce of abuse." Everything, because I need to see polarity and I need to have the experience of everything. I need to feel what it feels like to murder someone I'm killing myself.
I don't understand. I understand what you're saying. I don't understand it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
But okay.
Well, there has to
Here's the
be there
beauty.
has to be everything, or there would be nothing.
Exactly.
I just
So
don't like
Source, the reason why Source decided, hey, I have to create duality. I have to create
You have to
another
create an
perspective.
infinite mirror.
But you also
It's
have
an
to
infinite
understand
mirror.
those souls that came down to be the victim, the
Exactly.
child victim, they chose that. So
They
there's
100% chose
there's
it.
empowerment behind the choice where it's like
Exactly.
they aren't poor
I don't know
afflicted
about
souls,
that
like
one,
they
though.
actually chose it, they just don't remember.
And then the bottom
they're
line
going
is,
through it.
what did they do with that choice? What did they do? Even though they were a victim, that's the whole thing. The whole purpose is the experience of coming in and being so fragile. Life is so fragile. And Nessa, think of it from this perspective. This physical reality is the dream state.
Yeah.
Soul level is your natural state. This is a dream. This is nothing but a dream. This is a blip in the grand scheme of things, because your soul, at a soul level, there is no such thing as time and space. It is everything at once. When you hear about
It's kind of weird, bro. It's kind of weird, right? Because you don't realize how small you are until like you go somewhere, like you go to the beach and you look at the ocean and how vast the ocean is. Now just think, within your body, you're trying to hold all existence within this body right here. It's like almost like it's impossible, because you're trying to hold all these things and then you're trying to understand this thing that is not for everybody to understand. Everybody's not going to be able to understand this thing. I think that's why it's easier for us to grab hold to certain systems of beliefs and just believe that. It's easier for me to take hold of this system of belief and say, okay, I believe that, and rock with that. Because if I had to hold on to every belief system, it'll be too much. It'll be overwhelming. Like for you to understand the vastness of the world and what's happening in the world and what's going on, it'll be too much, because it's hard. Like, we already just look at it as humans. Like, as humans, we look at it. And then we have these systems as humans, and then we separate ourselves from the animals. We separate ourselves from the trees. We separate ourselves from the sun. We separate ourselves from everything else. And we look at it from a human perspective. Like, it's weird though. But it's dope, because everybody get to look at it in their own way. That's why I be like, when you pass away, The way you looked at the world and the way you created the world, it goes with you. Because in your world, when you look at your mom and dad is going to be different than mine. Okay. When you look at your spiritual leader or the person that's teaching you whatever you're learning, your teacher is going to be different than mine. When you look at your best food is going to be different than mine. And see, a lot of people is not okay with that. They're not okay with that. They like, no, everybody needs, boy, we might as well be like the ants and have one queen and everybody follow that ant life. And everybody follow like the ants do, actually. We might as well live like them or like the bees. But it's not like that. Everybody has the choice to look at life and take life in the way that they feel, the way that they want. And they're able to look at it from their own eyes and their own perspective and create their own world of who their best friend would be. Because your best friend wouldn't be the same as my best friend. Your wife wouldn't be the same as my wife. But people don't look at these differences and look at it as being a big thing, bro. But this is just what it is. I didn't make this world. Like, I'll be going, don't get mad at me because I didn't make this world. I'm looking at this world just like you. Don't get mad at me just because I don't look at it just like I'm not supposed to. If that's the case, we'll be married to the same person. You feel me? Like, period. That's what it would be. We would only eat the same foods. We'll have the same best friend. We'll have the same, but it don't work like that. And I think that's the aspect that everybody doesn't understand is that everybody want to, like, when you think about it, every single person wants life to be what they want it to be. They want it to be, okay, this is the guy. Okay, this is Jesus. This is the devil. This is every person, when they're looking at life, they want life to be what they want it to be. And it's like, no, it don't work like that. I'm sorry to say. I didn't create it, but it doesn't work like that. That's why it's separated like that, to where we all have we have different best friends. Because we were raised different. We looked at things different. We were raised by a different type of people. Yeah, and it's like, I feel like we look at things in the hourglass way, because we see ourselves in others, but it's just different reality and relationship. Yeah, that's what I feel like too. Like, that's the only thing we can judge ourselves upon. We only can judge ourselves upon what others are doing. Like, if it was just you here, you couldn't say anything. If it was just you, it wouldn't be no good or bad. It wouldn't be no, I don't like this or I don't like that. You'll just be by yourself. But when you got other people, now I can judge myself upon other people and other things that I see. I can judge myself upon that person, and I can look at that person and go, I don't like what that person do. That's why I'm doing this. But that person is looking at you saying the same thing. And what's crazy is that don't be okay with us. Like, when a person is looking at you and saying, like, looking at me and going, I don't like what you do. And I'm like looking at you going, I don't like what you do. Look, I can accept what you do, but you can't. A lot of times people can't accept what the next person is doing, whether it's good or bad, because once they put it in that, they can't accept it. It's like, because it's not the same as mine. And this is why we build groups. This is why we built groups over time, and we said, well, I'm going to just go with this group because this group look at life the way I look at it. And then what's crazy is when you build this group and you get within this group, and let's say Jonathan switches up and start looking at it different, he's kicked out the group. He's not in the group no more. He can't be a part of the group because he don't think like all of us. And it's kind of weird because we start making these groups. And then we call them different things. I ain't going to get into that, but we call them different things, and we start following them. And it's like, if you're not or don't have the same belief system that I have, then you're not in the group. When, if you really pay attention, all of them are the same. Like I was tripping off of, like, when you think about religion started somewhere. Religion started as a seed. And when that seed grew, it just grew it grew like a tree. It grew many different branches. It grew many different understandings. And people don't pay attention to this. It grew many different, it's the same tree. It just grew many different branches. And if you look at a tree, the branches ain't the same. They all look different. Each branch, you set them side by side, they look different, but they come from the same tree. Some of them grow bad fruit. Some of them grow good fruit. And if you follow each of the belief systems that we have or religions, they're all saying it. But we go, no, 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 only this one is right. And it's like, well, that one came together by many different ones that happened in the past. And it took many different systems, belief systems, and it put it together from it going into like, okay, these people run into these people that they never seen, and then they start learning their traditions and start learning their belief systems, and it get mixed in. And then those two people that came together and started to have to bring their spirits together, they meet a whole nother system that is created, that is working out there. Then that system get pulled into it. And then over time, all these systems become one system. But they all still at times carry their own beliefs still. But a lot of times they come together and make one belief, so everybody will be cool with it. So it's like, okay, if we get this one and everybody just follow this, it'll be cool. But at the same time, people are not seeing, if you look at all these at like religious systems, you'll see they were built from many different ones over time that came together and made the Bible what it is. It came from many different religious beliefs that we had over time that came from different people over time. It's like, but I don't know. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to see. That's why I always say evolution. And like when people think evolution, they think of the Darwin theory. We came from, no, we saying everything evolves, bro. Everything evolves. And everything, like we see it in real time. We seen cell phones evolve. We seen phones evolve from going to the house to being to where you can be outside talking on it. We seen cars evolve, going from being a square box to being plastic, you feel me, a round circle plastic thing. We seen everything evolve because this is what it does. It grows and it becomes better, or it becomes better for the system or for the people. Like, but this is what everything does. Let's go to the next one.
So lately, I've been going down a rabbit hole to where I see that black Christians think spirituality is demonic. They think that burning the sage, having crystals, talking to trees, grounding is demonic. Did you know that you can test the frequency of a crystal? Did you know that you can measure your body to see the benefits that it has after grounding? Did you know that sage was just a bunch of trees put together that when you burn it, it's meant to keep negative spirits away? And for all my spiritual people out there, before y'all go to getting into debates or arguments with black Christians about spirituality being demonic, I need y'all to understand, these people have never fucking meditated. You never meditated, but you trying to tell people that spirituality is demonic. All right, bro. And the thing is,
hey, I'm telling you, bro, it be okay. That's the way it is. Like with any, like, even when I started getting into spirituality, like the people that are into that, they look at the Christians as being something wrong. The Christians look at them as being something wrong. It's like a tennis match that everybody's playing, hitting the ball back and forth. I told you, and you got to choose. It's like a gang. You feel me? If you're not in the set, then you just don't fit. It's like it's not too many people go all out their way to look at all these things and see the connection in all of them, because each one is saying, this is the one, that one ain't. Don't believe that one. That one is not good for you. You gotta choose this one. And this is the way, like, it's kind of weird, bro. But hold on, I'm gonna go to the next one because I'm getting a phone call I gotta take. Hold on.
This sound I'm about to play for you is changing your rhythm. It's changing your heart rate. It's changing your mindset. It's changing your energy. This sound is going to align you to your highest frequency and vibration. It is going to catapult you to your next energy level. See where it resonates in your body. Thank me now, because you are about to be wildly successful, highly abundant, highly favored, overprotected. Miracles will flow. Abundance is flowing in. Say yes. This is Sound Reiki to heal your energetic fields. You have now been aligned to your highest frequency. Miracles will easily start unfolding for you. If you love someone, you want miracles to start unfolding for them, share this video, save it, come back to it every day to align your frequency. Don't skip a day. Every day, this is going to take you to your highest and newest vibration for your highest good. I love you. Work with me, purelovehealing.net. Share this video because sharing is caring. Love you. Peace.
Dang, man, I done muted myself, man. Just forget it. I said all that. I might as well just been talking to myself. But when I'm gonna tell, I said all I said was, if the universe is all mind and everything is all spiritual, you can use anything to heal yourself. You can like the spirit is within you. Like Kalindi. Like Kalindi came to the channel one day and he was talking about how you can save different stuff inside of crystals, right? And I was like, dang, like, you know, I'm like him. I'm taking mushrooms every day. I'm diving in, seeing all these different things. And it took me to a time, and it showed me when I first met my wife, and I'm like, I gave her my sweater, which, you know, she kept forever. And it was like, dang. You know, it made me think. I said, dang, so you can't just save stuff just in the crystals. You can save good memories and good times and good ideas into anything. You put this energy into anything. This is why when you walk in people's houses, they have pictures, they have different ornaments, they have different things sitting around, because each one of those things that they have is something that they saved for a precious moment that happened in their life. So you can save these things within anything. And then with the sounds, like, bro, oh my God, it'd be crazy when you listen to different sounds off of mushrooms, because you can see the frequencies in the sounds. You can see it changing your vibration or changing the way you think and the way you look at things. Like, you can feel it. Like, it's weird because even with the music, like today, you'll have a song that'll come out. It'll have a catchy ass beat, but it'll be saying something weird. You know, like spin that song. And when you hear the beat is what's catching everybody. The beat, like, everything is spirit, bro. Meaning that anything can get that spirit saved into it. It can get a good, bad, whatever you want to call it, saved into it, to where when you see it or you attach yourself to it, bam, you feel me? It'll activate you. It'll activate within you. That's why certain songs that you hear, they make you happy. Or you have some that you hear, they make you sad. You feel me? Like, it's it's called getting high. Let's see, goodness. The frequency vibration thing is pure wishful thinking, not in a what? Of reality to it. No sound. Oh, let's see. They used to call it symmetrical value. People just didn't realize others were aware of that value as well as the one projecting it. Exactly, you will. You understand. I mean, you understand. Dang. I'm about to start messing up everything. I get a phone call. It threw me all the way off.
Who may not like this or agree with it, but it's true. Ladies with y'all locks, fellas with y'all locks. When you are embracing your natural self, when you are embracing yourself in its pure form, in its most natural form, you are actually growing closer to God, whether you realize that or not. And I'm gonna explain it. When you decide to grow your hair, your locks, anybody who has ever grown locks will tell you they feel some type of transformation inward, and they sometimes cannot explain it. It is a spiritual transformation as it is physical. Like they say, as above, so below. So within, so without. When you decide to grow your hair in a way that is natural to your own being, which our hair naturally locks without a comb, without conditioner, without chemicals, without it being styled. It naturally does this, right? So I like to say the closer to nature that you are, the more in tune with nature that you are, the more in tune with God that you are. I always like to say that, the more in tune with the universe you are. That makes you a very aware individual. And with that awareness, you'll see that the intangibles that it takes to grow your hair physically are the same intangibles that it takes for you to grow in spirit, for you to embrace the fruits of wisdom in spirit. You need longevity, you need consistency, you need discipline, you need awareness and an application of that awareness. It all ties in when you are on this lock journey, when you are growing your locks and embracing yourself, expressing your self-love. All of that is so godly, is so godly. And these locks are godly. And the spiritual transformation that you undergo when you grow these locks is also godly.
Look, that's what I was trying to say. Look, God is everything. Everything is God, right? Let's say everything is God. If everything is God, you can put God anywhere at any time into anything, and it's gonna be that. He said it's called getting high. Man, you can get high in church, bro. Just so you can get high just off words, off just people talking. Like, it's kind of weird. But you can put God in anything because God is everything. That's the one thing that I feel like. I feel like God is everything, not limited to nothing. So you can point at anything or you can be anything and you can point at that and you can make that God. This is what we do as people. This is what we do. We can make anything spiritual because it's all that already, because God is spirit. So we can put it in anything and it will activate and it will give us the energy that we feel like we need. But it's always a mind thing. It's a mind thing. You feel me? It's like weird. Like Samson and Goliath. Not Samson and Goliath. Was it Samson, the one who grew his hair and then she cut his hair and then, you feel me, he had hella energy. Like, man, the story's been around for the longest. The stories is like no different. They've been around for the longest. And if you listen, like, we quoting old stories over and over again that happened over time, and we're looking at them and we're quoting them in a different way. But I guarantee you, everything that you hear when people talk, whether it don't matter what religion, what spirituality, what session they're spitting it in, I guarantee you it was something that was from a biblical standpoint. Let me say it like that. From biblical or somewhere, the Quran or something like that happened, that showed us a story that happened, and now it just evolved into what it is today. And I'm like, it's crazy, but it's like, I don't know. Let's see, locks are a lifestyle. It's not just a lock. I've been doing this for 21 years now, and it's so real. I can understand it, bro. Like, I can't even grow hair. Okay? For one, I can't grow hair. But once I understood that, okay, this is my spirit. I can put my goodness into anything. I can put my energy into anything and make it strong. Okay, this is what we do even with our friends. Like I was saying about a best friend. We'll make a best friend based on how we feel they are. But it's like kind of weird because I think people don't understand you are the one that is creating all the things, right? If you're the one creating all the things, that means you're creating what a best friend should be. You're creating what a good man should be, what a good woman should be, what a good person should be. You feel me? So right now we can put We can put people in front of us, and each one of those people, I'm going to make them into who I think they are. You're going to make them into who you think you are. You can take 100 people, and each person of those 3 people is going to be looked at in 100 different ways. Some people are going to make them bad. Some people are going to make them good. Some people are going to make them in the middle. Some people, okay. Each person is going to make those 3 people out to be something different, meaning you're creating your own world in how you look at the world. The world is already here. You're just visualizing it and going, okay, well, that is good to me. That is bad to me. That's a good person to me. That's a bad person to me. Each person is doing this on an individual level everywhere. That's why it's so many realities going on at one time. It's like an infinite amount of realities going on at one time. And the one thing that is God is looking at it from each one of these perspectives. It's the energy of everything that is happening, no matter what it is, good or bad. It's the energy of all of it, and it's looking at it. That's why when everything dies, it all goes back to the same place. It goes back to the source that created it all. So it don't matter whether you like what's being said, whether you don't like it or you don't like the world or whatever. Everything is going back to source because it's already happening within source. If God is everything, that is not much different saying than everything is the universe. I don't need to God to explain the universe. Okay. And what that mean? Nah, look, and what that mean? Nah.
Your thoughts and emotions are vibrational frequencies that literally shape your reality. Your heart and your brain give off an electromagnetic field that extends 15 feet in every direction from your body. What you think, where you place your attention, you see our consciousness. We're meant to be an observer of our consciousness. And where we place our attention is where we are able to make manifest. Okay? So there is an infinite field of possibility, and it is up to us through intentional thought and through placing our attention, aligning our emotional, mental, spiritual, physical frequency with the reality that we wish to see. And that's how we bring it forth. Okay? You see, the universe is a direct reflection of our collective consciousness. We are forever in a quantum entanglement with one another because we are all truly one. Okay? Once we understand that if we all place our consciousness on awakening, on the highest things of life, if we ignore the lower vibrational things and think about love, light, peace, truth, that is how we bring forth another golden age that's coming soon. It's coming very soon. It's Neek Nehru. Ashe Love and Light.
That's the scare. That like it'd be scary when you look at it like that now. Because I say, dang, everybody's love is different. You know, you got everybody's love is different. Like I was watching a video on Crip Mac talking about gangbanging. Yeah, man, I love gangbanging. You know, I'ma die with it. This is what I do. And whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I'ma do it till I'm to the grave. Man, everybody's love is different. That's why, you know, we think everybody can come together on this longevity love type thing, but when everybody love is different, like how is that even a possibility? Because the way I love is not going to be the same as your love. Like you got people that love God so much that they will strap a bomb to their building, to their body and run in a building and blow it up. You got people that love the God so much that they will try to destroy anybody else that don't believe in that God. That's why I said, bro, love, like when it comes to life, love play both sides. Love is good and bad at the same time, like everything else. It plays both sides. It don't like we do. It don't just, oh, okay, yeah, love is, no, love can be a terrible thing sometimes. That shit don't just play. It's not one side. It's not just good all the time. And people will make us believe that when it's like, but when you really think about it, you've been in love before. You've been in love, in a relationship, type love, and then it failed or it didn't go right, and then you moved on to the next person. You fell in love again, and you and that love, it didn't work, and then you moved on and you fell in love again. A lot of them fell in love 1,000 times. I'm just saying. So it's like love can play both sides, like everything else. It's the duality of life, and I think that's what everybody in fear of. So is it different temples and other amenities that's helping us get to the area of thinking? I think we use those things as a stepping stone. Fluffy imagination. I don't see any evidence for any of that except that guy projecting his positivity. That's okay. No. See, I'm telling you, bro. Don't take what I say as being the wrong thing. You gotta look. You have to open your mind. Open your mind for a second, because I'm going to look at it in the way that you're looking at it. Then I'm going to come back to my point, and I'm going to say, okay, yes, this is what I always did, bro. Like, my whole channel, like, I always tried to spit positivity. Always, like, even when I went to laughter, right? I went to laughter, and I said, okay, I'm going to do funny videos, and, just so everybody can laugh. When I did that, people didn't like it. People were like, you had some people that came in and was like, oh, this some bullshit. You feel me? Like you don't understand predator and prey, okay? Like almost the weak and the strong. Like there's different aspects. You got people out there that are looking for people that are just loving. You feel me? That are just loving and just want to, just be cool in life. You got people that feed upon that. You feel me? And take advantage of those type of people. Like, you got, the world is a crazy place, bro. You know that. Timmy, you know that. I like positive thinking, too. Who doesn't like positive thinking? But do you want to think positive, or do you just want to be truthful about shit? Like, because I can think positive all day, but that ain't always, come on now. They'll take the positivity thinking for a weakness. Because I'm always thinking positive, but I'm not just looking at it from my own perspective. I'm looking at it as the world and what's going on. Think about it. There's women that are in love that's been, thrashed their whole relationship. But since they're in love, they will stay with that person because they love that person. And some of them then lost their life for being in love. For the love aspect of life. And that's just the truth. Like, I can be positive about it and go, yeah, you're right. Love is everything. We all, because I feel like, yeah, we all should be spreading love. Like, that's something that I always say. We all should be doing it. But some people don't know how to love, okay? Some people just don't know how. If that was the case, every person that walks this planet, bro, got something or somebody that they love. Then what's the problem with everything else? What's the problem? Okay, if everybody, even Hitler, you go look at Hitler and what he did to the Jews, and you go look at his other videos of when he with his children and when he with his wife. Whole different person, loving his wife, loving his children, playing with them and stuff like that. And you going, dang, what the hell? The hell is going on? Like, but his distrust for these people is totally different. He can destroy these people, but then the ones that he loved, he treat with respect and kindness. Anybody outside of that, if he don't like them, look what he did to them. Everybody's love is different. Is all I'm saying. Love is a scary thing, bro. Love is a scary thing to me now. It's a scary thing now. Before then, it wasn't. Because I remember all I used to do is, you could think positive, but I think everybody tries to do that. I think positive as much as possible. But let's say I've been around the block. I suggest everyone go around the block, see the good and the bad. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the hardest things to do right there, is to see the good and the bad, which both is happening at the same time. Like in anything that we're doing, no matter what it is, bro, it's a good side and it's a bad side. It can't, like, because it got to be both, bro. That's the duality of reality. Like, period. That's the duality of reality. There's the good side, there's a bad side to everything. To everything. Like I said, I might like lemon cake. You might not like lemon cake. But to me, it might be the best thing in the world. To you, Sky, get back over here. It might not be shit. Bro, you gonna make me, hey, Trader Timmy, you gonna make me open the Discord, bro. You gonna make me open the Discord. Because I said, dang, I be liking to have these conversations. You feel me? I like to have these conversations. This should be, I love to have these conversations all the time. It's just, at the time when I think it wasn't, I don't know, maybe I started it at the wrong time or something, when I was doing this and doing like a lot of the positivity talks, and it didn't matter how positive I was being, you always had people coming in being racist. You had people coming in being disrespectful. It's like crazy because you can go and you can walk around and you can spread love and you can be on the love thing, and you still gonna have people that's gonna be, opposing it. You're still gonna have people that's not gonna like it. That's gonna be saying weird stuff. It's like the craziest thing, bro. It's the craziest thing, because that's what I always try to do. Like, be joyous. And then it's like, it make you go, look, some people in the world just love doing bad shit. Like serial killers. Serial killers, they love killing people. That's how come they are serial killers. Because that's something that they get off on. That's something that makes them feel good, of them just going out and doing that. They got to get a good feeling off, a good high off of it. So it's like kind of weird, because you're going to have people that love being good. Then you got people that just love being bad. Like, which is wild to say, but it's like, it's what it is. I didn't create it. I'm in it just like you. I'm in this shit just like you, looking at it going, why is it like that? How come we all can't just get along on some Rodney King shit? How come we all just can't get along? Why we gotta fight? Why we gotta argue? Why I gotta be that? It's like, it's weird though. That's what it is.
Shayek malak wa aako. Heya te concha kana kani karo. Uy aya. Heya. Heya. Bitch can get. Oh yeah, ba. Why? Yeah. Oh. Hey, Shakaria, right. Mia Sabara, Ia Sababa, Erai, Makarai, check it, Mama.
Okay, where is she going with this?
Ay, Hasamala Shabiria Korea, Yoshkria, Kamakoria, Kara, Iran, Walla, Yara, Shamaria, Baba, Yak.
It's like energy cleansing, soul remembrance, awakening, dormant abilities within.
The rhyme, Jacarayana. What an airshine,
I think she's speaking in tongue, bro.
Jacarayana. Walla le, Walla le, Hishamama, Wakarena, Hishamama, Basuna Makanya Raishan, Wakarasake Toro, Rayo, Akamalele. Chayo. Miayo, hi, Miayo, hi, Miayo,
Man, she's summoning the flies, bro. Hella flies just start coming. I'm like going, hey, think I'm scared now. Like, what the hell? Well, I don't get it. See, I'm going to tell you, bro, some of us take this spirituality thing too goddamn far. I hate to say it. Like, we take all these things too far sometimes, all right? This lets you know that you control a lot of things without knowing that you control it. Like, you are the energy source behind the shit that is going on.
Zekoi shamba kanda, hayo sumale baesuko, hayo maso bala baesuko, daingo sign shabayaban. Hamba, Nimi damba o asiara te shukuru no asiara ta karetiara. Ukoroto koroto. Sikaria takaria tokoria takaria Shurum. At this point, it's just like these codes that are coming out, even from my travels, like just seeing how water holds information, memory, and just from my travels, it was just so many, people, it was as if they were throwing up water packages of waters. Like, imagine like water balloons, right, y'all? And it held memory, and they it was very, 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 very destructive, very sad, and so that memory was being purified, and I feel like that's what's taking place right now too. So much that's been stored in our body, and it's all coming up to become purified, just so we don't continue to live out those same, like, we be living out the past. We be living out what happened to us. We live out fears, and we don't step into the courageousness, the limitless. It's time. It's time. It truly is time. As you can see, I'm gonna continue to do this, no matter what people say. No matter what, y'all. Like, I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna stop doing this, because I know it's helping. I know it truly is, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue to be me. I'm just gonna continue to be me, and I want that for everyone. That you are so special when you.
I'm gonna be gone until like 4:00. Blake game is at 1.
Oh, you staying up there?
Yeah. He got one at 1 and one at 3:30.
So what time you?
I don't know. Probably like.
You really are. Can't nobody take that from you. They can't, yo. Man. And then when you practice, when you be with yourself, when you just. I'm telling you, that's a power. That's your power, self-love, knowing that we are all one. And I look at the old me versus this me, and I'm like, wow, you looks like you made it. Look how far you come, my baby.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of beautiful, though.
You might have took the long way. They say you'll never get there, but just look at you. Oh
no, I understand. I understand where she's coming from. Of being herself and doing what makes her happy in that sense. This is what she feel like. That's why I told you, bro. I said when you have the power, like, you create your own teacher. And a lot of times you don't see your own teacher be you, because it be you looking at somebody else and going, oh, that's the person I need to learn from. Oh, that's what I need to learn this from. It be just you creating your own thing and going about it. Like, it's always been that.
I'm going to always just be me, no matter what. I love y'all so much. I'm sending y'all so much good energy.
I think I just got to the point to where I feel like, all those things, I think everything is already inside of all of us. We just don't recognize it. But we wake it up. It's almost like when you go to the lot and you buy that car that the dealer talks you into buying that you ain't never seen before. And then when you drive it off the lot, you start seeing it everywhere. You go, hey, my neighbor got one of these. It's because certain things revealed itself to us and we didn't pay attention to it at this time. But then later on, it showed itself in, like, right there in our face. And now you start seeing it everywhere. You'll start seeing it in everything that you do, or everywhere that you go, you'll begin to see it. And it's like, man, you feel me? But I think everybody has their own way of going about it. And, like, it might be funny. It might be crazy. It might be all these different things to us, but to that person, it's special to that person. And I think that's what we forget. We forget that everybody has their own special uniqueness in their, learning their spirituality or understanding the universe or understanding the world, or for that matter, or even understanding themselves, because that's the first thing you got to do. You got to be able to understand yourself so you see how you look at the world and you look at everything. You got to understand yourself first. And that's the hardest thing to do, because yourself is not even real. Like you didn't build yourself like off Lego blocks of reality. Off the Lego block ideas of reality you made yourself. But it's not you. It's not you. Like if I go in the house right now, like here, like I'll be True. Like everybody be, hey, what's up, True? When I go in the house, my girl, she's going to call me Booker. So to her, I'm a whole different person. When I go to my kids, they're not going to call me Booker. They're going to call me Dad. To them, I'm a whole different person. My daughter's going to look at me through the eyes of a young lady, a young teenage lady. My son is going to look at me through the eyes of a young teenage boy. So it's like everybody's going to see me as this different person, or have this different person that they built on who I am. I go to my mom, she's going to look at me like her son. It's like I'm 50 years old, but it's like, you're still my son. You feel me? Like, period. Despite what? So it's like, but it's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Let's say, sure, if it makes her feel good and does no harm to others, that's fine. But it's just her thing. Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's just her thing. Like I feel like that with all of us. I think that'd be the crazy part, is when we start attacking each other over our belief systems. Like, I don't think God intended us to destroy over each other, but dang, which is wild, because if you go to the Old Testament, that's what was happening. A lot of things was getting destroyed based on belief systems and understandings. So we still do it right today. It's the weirdest thing, bro. I would have thought we elevated. We think we didn't even elevate with technology. The technology didn't help us elevate the way we look at life and the way we are being as humans. It didn't help with none of that, because we still do it, and we so quick to destroy each other, which is the scariest thing. We so quick to put each other down and make each other the outside source of what we believe into something evil or something bad or something ugly or something, like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. But I get it, though. I ain't gonna say, like, when I say it's weird, it's like I just get it. I just get it. I get it now. And I'm just, you begin to just kind of go with the flow. And you just become the observer. That's why I be like, man, I'm just like the watcher now. I don't even like explaining or talking about this stuff, because it don't make no sense. Like, I go, dang, man, like as grown people walking around, grown people gotta learn to be taught how to treat other people with kindness, with respect. Like, as a grown person, like, that's fucking weird to me now. Grown people, grown ass people, bro. I'm talking about people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. They got to be taught how to treat people with respect and kindness and dignity. Like, we got to be like, you're never going to learn it. If you have to be taught, if you got to pray about this every day to be a good person, then what does that say about your character and who you are? Like you got to do all these things to try to be a good person. Like, you don't know, like, nobody never taught you how to treat other people. Nobody ever taught you how to be towards people, how to make people feel welcome, how to make people feel warm, how to make people feel good about themselves. Like, nobody taught you that? Like, you mean to tell me that that shit just is funny. You mean to tell me we need people running around teaching grown people how to respect other people despite their color, despite their age, despite their height, despite if they're fat, despite if they're anything? We have to teach grown people how to respect other people. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious to me. You got to go around and show them, hey, man, you can't do that to them. And it's like, bro, like, would you want to be treated like that? They be like, no. Then why would you treat other people like that? Why do you even have to be shown? Didn't your parents show you this when you was growing up? Even if you didn't have parents, something showed you. Something told you. You got it from like from somewhere. But I'm going to say it again, man, bro. Some people are just evil. Some people are just bad. Some people just like doing bad shit. Some people just get off on just making others feel bad. Some people that's just what they are. And it's weird because I'll be like they be saying, oh, we need to fix homelessness. Bro, there's some things in this world that can't be fixed. There's some things in this world because everything okay, now let's look at it from a spiritual level. Okay, if everything is spiritual, ideas, even things that exist within us. Let's say everything is like nothing wants to die. Everything wants to exist. Once we bring it into reality and we make it a thing, it doesn't die. It stays around. They not grown. They still kids. I guess that's what it seems like, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what it seemed like. Like, that shit is scary, though. Like, even, like, our parents, like, when we think about our parents, like, you know, some of their ways of us talking to them. Like, even me as a parent, some of my ways I get stuck in. And, you know, and talk to my kids because I done taught them so much, they bring me out of some of the ways I'm in that I be in, and I be like, dang, bro, I didn't even know you looked at it like this. It's just a lot of grown kids, huh? Man, that shit is crazy, bro. That is wild to think about. Like, even when you think about, okay, the way the world is now, it shouldn't be no country that's starving. It shouldn't be no starving people. It shouldn't be no people it shouldn't be nobody. It should be help always for anybody that needs it, and no matter what position, what predicament they're in. Like, it should not, in the world today, where we have billionaires, millionaires, and all this shit, and we have all these smart people, it shouldn't be no people nowhere starving. Nowhere. I don't care where they're at. I don't care if they live in fucking in Antarctica. There should be no people starving nowhere. It shouldn't be nobody going thirsty. It shouldn't be none of this shit. Like, the people that we are now, this will let you know that we're still living in the Stone Age. None of this should be happening. But we created it. And once we created it, bro, that shit ain't gonna die. That shit is not going to die because, like, a lot of people really just don't care. They care, but they don't. They go, oh, well, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, man. I was driving the other day. We drove under the bridge, seen this older white couple that was homeless living under the bridge, and I'm going, dang. So I said, man, when it comes to the world or the United States, bro, it's not color don't even matter no more. It don't matter. Like, when you go and you see homeless people, you see them in all shades. All shades. That shit said, as above, so below. You see it in all shades. That shit don't pass by, just like death. Like, death come to you and they go, hey, wait, hold on. Before I take you, is you white or is you black? I just seen a shooting in Idaho at In-N-Out in Idaho. Like, you know, Idaho is all white people. Like, I went to Twin Falls. It was in Twin Falls, Idaho. I went to Twin Falls. I was like, bro, I went to the racetrack. I was the only black dude there. It was fun as hell, though. I ain't gonna hold you. It was fun as hell, but I was the only black dude there. You feel me? Like, Idaho is so white. When the house I was at, they kids seen my son. The kids was asking my son, how'd you get that black paint on your face? Why they paint you? Why they paint your face? That's how white it is. And then I'm going, dang, wait, this a mass shooting at an In-N-Out burger? Like, you like, we steady point fingers at each other and we make everything a race thing when it's like, all these motherfuckers is crazy, if you ask me. If you ask me, all these motherfuckers is crazy. It's not a race out there of people that ain't got fucking weird, crazy ass people in they fucking place. Like, this dude just jump out the car and just start shooting people. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going to tell you, ain't no black people get shot because there wasn't none there. I'm just saying. This was like a white incident. And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? But we point fingers at each other, at each race, and try to make one worse than the other. And it's like, no, motherfuckers is just bad. You just got some people that's just mind is just out there, and it's not gonna stop. Let's see, critical thinking, empathy, compassion, integrity, a sense of community, chatty, character. Some folks don't give a hoot about these things. Hey, every time I see your emoji laughing face, I gotta laugh because that's the truth. Some of them just don't care. That's just what it is. And it's like, dang, when you think about it, it's like, just think, like, it's never going to change. As much as we want it to change, if it do, we're not going to be here to see that change because it's too many people staying the same and being who they are. So us right now, we're not going to see that. Like, it's not going to happen in our lifetime. It might happen way somewhere down the line. Hey, psychopaths, mind ain't right. I thought everybody was delusional. I was like, man, I think everybody delusional because everybody's living in their own illusion. Everybody living in their own illusion that they created. But it's crazy because when you create your own illusion, even though it was given to you, you can't blame. Like, when we get to the end and we get to death, bro, we can't blame nobody for our life and what went on in our life but ourselves. It's like, it'd be the weirdest thing because, like, you know, we wake up every day trying to blame somebody else for certain incidents and different things that happen. But when you get to the end of life, it's like you're not going to be able to blame nobody. It's going to just be all you. What? How did you catch a beetle? Easy. But I gotta get ready. I gotta take him to his to the game. I might stream the game while I'm there. But I thank everybody for watching. I just wanted to do something different on this Sunday. You feel me? And next time though, on Sundays, I think that'll be a good day for us to have these discussions and actually open up the Discord because everybody be sending messages, bro. I can't be reading all that shit. It'd be better when we just be in Discord and we just talking. You feel me? Like, even watching, I ain't gonna lie, like, even watching these people, even watching these videos, like, I'd be rather wanting to hear from everybody that's out there because I don't put nobody above nobody else. I feel like we all have certain information that we can share with each other that'll help us on the journey of life. And we all have our own way that we look at it. So, no, you're welcome. You're so much welcome, Timothy. But that's what I'm going to do on Sundays. I'm going to start back opening up the Discord because y'all ain't even met the other family, the other people that we used to have all these discussions with. Because we used to just be chilling in Discord. We didn't have to watch nobody to have these conversations. And then we'll just have the conversation, and anybody is welcome to join into the Discord to jump in and just start talking. You feel me? Just don't talk over each other, and then we just share our experiences. So that's going to be coming back soon. I'm going to bring that back because I think that's the best way. I think I like it when it's like that. But I got to go because they calling me. I got to go to this basketball game. I thank y'all for watching.